What's going on? So we are back in Demon Souls. And if you've been following the playthrough, you know that we just completed the Upper Latria and we are on our way to the Ivory Tower. Now, this is going to be an interesting encounter. It's kind of hard to know what's going to happen here, and I'll explain why. Just make sure if I think I got everything over here. So, what's interesting about this boss is that this is actually a boss where it's designed to be a PvP boss. So, and you know that it's a little intimidating and it's a little scary, and for a lot of players, this could be your first Souls PvP experience. But you know, we're gonna give it a shot and we'll see what happens. But what's how it's supposed to go is that once you start going up this tower, you're going straight to the boss, and a player will be summoned. So there's usually a lot of players hanging around here waiting to be summoned, you know, to play, and the player actually doesn't come in as themselves. I mean, they are themselves, but they're actually coming in as the boss. So the boss is actually to play another player. It's a really cool idea. It can be pretty intense. So you know, there's a chance we could die here. You know, there are some great players in this game. So you know, we don't have a lot of souls. We do have to make our way up to the boss, so we're gonna have to clear out some enemies first. So we could even potentially die there. There's a few of those squid guys we're gonna try to fry with the firestorm, but that's sort of the deal with this area, and it's possible that I've had it where there have been connection issues and things like that, where the other player drops off, or I'm not able to connect to another player, or they leave, you know, before you can make it up to them, or something happens, it glitches out. So by default, there is an NPC boss if for some reason you're not able to connect with another player. So anyway, with that being said, we are in soul form, and let's make our way up and see how this goes. I mean, you know, it's exciting. I mean, my heart is racing already because you just never know what you're gonna get. Okay, so there are a few guys up here. A couple of these. Oh, well, first let's check this out. Very cool lore too with this boss. And you saw that head wrapping. That is something that I really want. I'm going to have to decide when I get that, because I believe it would affect my character tendency to get it, because I would be to get it. You have to invade. Oh, here we go, Black Phantom. Whew, let's do this. But anyway, we will cover the head wrapping later. But it is something I want. So, as a mage build. So, I think there are two of those squid guys. I'm going to try to just fry them up. I'm going a little carefully, though, because they come right around the corner, and again, those guys can more or less one-shot you, so you want to be careful. I'm assuming right up here with all this bloodstains. But yeah, you want to be careful. I'm going to try to firestorm it, which could be a bad idea. Let's see what happens. I think they're facing you too, so this might be tricky. Bloodstains. Okay, there he is. Hmm. Don't know if I'm going to be able to firestorm him. See if we could draw him down. Fried squid. So I think there's one more of those up here, and then we'll go into the boss, which is another player who's waiting for us, which is awesome. So I'm going slowly again because those squid guys are just right around these corners. I think there's one more, so... I think there's one more, maybe... Oh yeah, I see the green glow. Okay. Okay, so my strategy for this fight is to go in... I don't think he'll know that I'm a mage. He might because I have the shield, but, you know, Falchion is kind of common, so my strategy actually is to go in, like, melee, and then, if I can, get him with the Firestorm. But I also think there may not be a chance for me to hit the Firestorm, because, you know, there is a casting time, and usually PvP is pretty fast-paced, but, you know, with that being said, I am going to... I'm not going to be talking, so I'm going to focus, but enjoy some PvP. That was bad, you know, because I almost lost steam right in the beginning when I mean, I got plagued right at the beginning, so that's a really tough one. Good strategy on that guy's part, for sure. You know, and then I hit the firestorm in a really at a really bad time, and it didn't hit him at all. It also looked like he had some kind of buff on. I don't know if that was like a defense spell or something. You know, and then he had that thrusting sword, which just, you know, and then he parried me at the end, which was a little bit embarrassing. But you know, that's it's tough, honestly. So I'm just gonna stick with it. I'm gonna try it a couple times. If it really is getting to the point where I can't do it kind of quickly, this may end up becoming, I don't know, multiple videos. We're gonna have to see how this goes. You know, because we have to get past this. You know, and it could take many times. So, but we'll see how it goes. I think that guy had a really good strategy. So, I'm gonna skip the cutscenes now. But I think that guy had a great strategy. So he had the I think it's just called Plague, but or Black Cloud, maybe. It's a I think I mentioned it in the last video. I think is what he did there. You know, he might have actually had a... You know, I'm not really sure how he I'm not really sure how I got plagued there, actually. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the footage. Because that wasn't a black cloud, I don't think. Because that's like a pink color, I think. Make sure that squid, I think, is right around here. You know, in my build really... I'm sure if you're really good at a mage build for PvP, you know, I don't feel that I'm very PvP optimized right now. You know, I'm very optimized for going through the game right now. You know, picking people off my soul arrow, you know, now firestorming enemies when I get the, you know, sort of a chance. But I'm not really, you know, I haven't really put any time into optimizing my armor. My loadout is pretty basic. So, you know, I'm just really not, you know, definitely not making excuses. I mean, you could get past this boss with a variety of different loadouts, but I would say that I am not sort of PvP optimized right now, for sure. So all that means it's more of a challenge. Crystal Lizard up here too. But anyway, so I'm gonna hop back in. I'm gonna focus. I won't be talking, so enjoy. Yeah, I mean, these guys are so PvP'd out. You know, I mean, that guy had his poison, maybe I should just get a better loadout going, because that guy, you know, had the poison throwing darts, he had the, forgot the name of the weapon, but he had some bleeding action going on. You know, so he started giving me all these status effects. I don't think I really have any of that stuff yet. Let's just take a look back. You know, you can spend a lot of time with this. So, like I said, I'm going to give it a few shots. But if it starts becoming a long video, we'll sort of reassess the situation. But let me, you know, because I don't really have. I mean, I do have some throwing knife. What is that? The assassin's throwing knife, stealth throwing dagger. I only have 3 of them. You know, and that guy had... I could be totally wrong. I'm just off my memory. I think he also had... He also had what looked like... I don't remember. Like a Dark Knight shield, I think it's called. But I think he had an anti-magic shield, like one that's really strong against magic, is what it kind of looked like. You know, so I just really don't have much. I think I could get a poison cloud, but again, it's not really going to do much. Don't even have poison cloud. Okay.
Better than having you bother us.
I think she just has cursed weapon.
Sir, it would honor me. Are you sure?
This is a tough one. I'm really not optimized for PvP. Let's go try it again. And another option, I don't know if this works, but again, if it starts to become a pretty long video, I may end up doing it, is, I think if you, what am I doing? I think if you, turn off the network, you don't, you just play the NPC version. I haven't tried that, but, you know, again, if this is like, becomes like an hour-long video that just trying to get past this boss, then I may have to resort to that, which is a little bit not as cool. I mean, just for the purposes of this playthrough. Obviously, I think that PvP is super fun and it's a good challenge, but I guess, you know, for the sake of making a video about it, it's something I can't really control to make a, you know, not a 3-hour long video just trying to get through this one boss. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. Or what am I doing? Let's see. So. And I like that we keep getting spies. Just check. Okay. Are we on? Well, I guess it's only been 17 minutes, but. Or so. Maybe almost about 20 minutes. I can't really see. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my mic. Okay. So. Yay. My mic keeps swinging away from me. Okay. So I'm feeling good about this one. I think this could be it. Okay, so same strategy. I think I'm gonna go in making it look like I'm kind of like gonna melee him, and then if I get the chance, I will Firestorm. Let's do this. Ba-boom, baby. Ba-boom. You know, I was getting worried there, you know, with some of those loadouts on some of those characters. I was thinking, you know, these are just some like PvP, some PvP people who are going to try to get me. But I saw that guy probably was a strength build. He looked like he had maybe the crushing battle axe, and he had, I don't remember the name of that shield, but it is oh, I might have missed an item up there. Well, it's the shield that has spikes on it, I think, where if you roll, people can take damage. So that's good, because it wasn't like an anti-magic shield, and it looked like he was kind of a strength build, so, or something like that. That was my, like, initial assessment. So once I saw that, I was like, this might be my shot. He's not going to be super quick. He's going to try to melee me. You know, whereas the other guys looked like they were maybe more of a dexterity, quality, maybe type build. You know, and they had all kinds of fancy things like poison. I got plagued by the first one, which is just totally crazy. Which I started to become worried that that's how it was going to be. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be a 3-hour long video. And, but, you know, saw my chance there, and I mean, one-shotted him. That was a one-shot Firestorm. So, you know, PvP pumps you up in a way that that just bosses can't really do. So even if you know, if you're really, really, really not wanting to do PvP, you could try that. I don't know if this works, but if you go to, you know, network or whatever, and you turn off the online features, I think, I think that would not allow invasions, I assume, but to be honest, I think, you know, just give it a shot. You know, give it a couple shots. I mean, worst case, you die. It's not a big deal, and go in with like not many souls, and just see what PvP is all about, because an extremely thrilling part of the game.
For a fair price.
And I would say that I'm not a big PvP person in this game. You know, I'm not a big you know, I'm not a big Souls PvP person. You know, meaning that I'm not playing the game to specifically do PvP builds and really engage the game that way. I think I normally do it once I've kind of gone through the game a couple times, and I have a pretty strong character, and I have a lot of stuff, and I'm like, okay, well now what do? I'm gonna get into some PvP. It's kind of like that. But give it a shot, you know. So inventory management, you know the deal. And I'm gonna check real quick to see if we got additional spells. I think the Golden Demon Soul gives us
You have your wits about you.
Homing Soul Arrow. So I do want that one. It takes up 2 slots. We're about to get us another memory slot though. But we won't have enough to have this and Firestorm. But I'm gonna put back on my Soul Ray. Probably end up getting this. I think it costs a little bit more than Soul Arrow. I'm not sure if it's much more damage-wise or anything, but I just want to check something.
Are you certain it would honor me? Are you sure?
Soul Thirst. So that's cool. I mean, I'm, again, probably going to get all of these eventually, but
My life to you.
but you do want to check, because some boss souls can be used for multiple things, and maybe you want one thing and not the other. So I would just recommend going around checking before you get something.
It is all that I can offer.
So back to what I was saying before, just one more point before I end the video. I do want that monk's head wrapping, the one that the NPC had. That's great for your magic build and sort of stacking your magic abilities. To get it though, you have to invade and defeat the player that you invade, and I believe that affects your character tendency. And I was avoiding that, like how I didn't kill the Gloom Knight in Upper Latria. Because I want to kind of get to a pure white character tendency first, or I don't want to go to a dark tendency character tendency. However, like with Firestorm, this might be one of those items that I'll leave it up to you as to whether it's something you want to get, especially if you're not playing as a mage type build. It may not matter at all. It probably wouldn't matter at all, actually. But I'll leave it to you as to when you decide you want to do it. But I may end up going back to do some invasions to get it, because it's actually going to be a critical piece of my loadout, just like the Crisp Blade is, and it's going to stack with the Crisp Blade and all of that. So it's probably going to replace my Silver Cornet. And but where are we? We're at 20 some minutes. Let's spend some souls first. Might hop back in to try to get it, because it is, again, a critical piece of my build out.
Thou seekest the power of the soul, no? Then touch the deep. Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Ah,
finished.
I forgot to use my,
May thy strength help.
Okay, so we are also going to get Soul Arrow back on. So now we have we have two spells. This is cool. So we don't have to kind of pick and choose Firestorm or one over the other. And for those, you know, of course you press up, at least on the PlayStation, you press up on the D-pad to switch your spells. So we got one more memory slot. Let's see. I think so. We have one more upgrade to do. I think I'm going to do next. I think I was still on the path of kind of doing vitality and intelligence. So we're a bit away from another memory slot, and for now we're not really going to be. These are going to be our bread and butter for probably the rest of the playthrough. I mean, homing Soul Arrow is cool, but I think Soul Arrow or Soul Ray is going to be, and Firestorm is going to be our sort of bread and butter. I think is Soul Ray. So I may come back and get this one because it is only one slot. But for now, in fact, I wonder if that's the one that, I guess that's the one that the Fool's Idol, uses. But, so for now, I think I'm going to put this into Vitality. And then I might do a kind of 2-to-1 Vitality and Intelligence until I get Vitality up to 40, and Intelligence, I guess, up to 30. And then I'm going to come back and just pump magic up to 50. Maybe some faith first so I could use the talisman, but not critical. And so that's going to be my strategy right now. I am also going to pick up the Soul Ray, so we're going to check out what that looks like. I should have just done it just now, but
Art thou finished?
and then I actually think that this episode might become just a PvP episode because I really want that head wrapping. So I don't know how much better this is. We'll give it a shot. We'll leave it on for now. Okay, so I think this is going to be a PvP episode because, like I said, I want that head wrapping. So Black Eye Stone. I can't remember if I need to be in human form. We'll see. What else can I do here? And it's going to be the same strategy. I'm going to try to Firestorm them. So I believe all we have to do is drop our sign at the bottom of the Ivory Tower, I think. So I am... Let's see, am I ready for this? Yeah, I'm going to go in with that. Okay. So I believe you just use your Black Eye Stone. And there is an achievement, I believe, for defeating another player as an invader, by the way. And like I said, I think this affects character tendency. I don't remember off the top of my head if I lose my souls if I die like this. You know, in a phantom form. It's 5,000 souls, but we're gonna go for it. And as with the yeah, so okay. So as with the other one, if this ends up taking a really long time, I'm gonna have to, I don't know, either make it its own video or because there's just so many variables here. I mean, it could be who's on the network, who's here right now looking to play. We'll give it a shot. I mean, again, if it, like I said, if it starts to take a long time, I don't want a 3-hour video. I mean, ideally we could do this and then, oh, here we go. Oh yeah, let's do this. Very exciting. Oh yeah. Okay. Clear out some of these chairs. Well, actually, I kind of want to have them be obstacles, maybe. So again, they're way down there. They have to make their way all the way up. But here's the head wrapping, and really want it. Okay. And I think if they die on, and look at our health is all the way up too. It's awesome. But I think if they die on the way up, I think that counts as a victory, I think. We'll see. Now, I mean, if I was real cheesy, I would wait by that door and firestorm them, but I'm not going to do that. I mean, there is some honor, I think, in PvP and in Souls games, you know? I think I try not to use healing items, you know, and just have it be a kind of fair fight. You know, and you kind of let people, I mean, depending on how honorable you want to be, I mean, you know, there's even like a let other people get their buff on, you know, you get your buff on, you know, so it really almost is like a duel. There's all sorts of, I guess, like unspoken etiquette in Souls PvP, but, you know, so I'm not going to cheese this person. That's not cool. You know, and I don't really see other people do that. So I don't think I've ever been attacked like that, where somebody has been hiding and tries to do something like a firestorm right when I walk in the room. You know, people just don't play like that in these games. At least I haven't really encountered people that way. I mean, if you want to be a griefer, there are plenty of games where you can be. Oh, okay, so it looks like he's maybe fighting this last squid now, so... Okay, so... Got magical sharpness on, okay. I could hear commotion. Oh, there he... So he's... Oh no, he might die. You see that? Oh, the squid guy's getting him. I bet. Oh, he's gonna die. Network error. Maybe he dropped out. Oh, I was so ready for that. Okay, you know, not to sound like a broken record, but I'm going to try a few times. If it really becomes, if this really becomes a thing, then I'll have to figure it out. And then this whole episode is just going to be PvP. Oh, here we go. Wonder if it's the same guy. It is. Poor dude. I mean, get it, you know, I may make it seem like getting past those squid dudes is a little bit easy, but I have died to those squid guys a ton of times. You know, they're extremely strong. They could one-shot you, especially in this level where you're coming up this narrow tower. It can be really hard to get a good. I mean, if I didn't have Firestorm, I would have to get them with the falchion, and I probably would. I would be close to dying, honestly. So I feel your pain, buddy. See commotion out there. And they get you with the freeze. I think that, you know, the freeze attack, which is crazy. Keep looking over here, Eric. You know, you can see the health bars, so kind of see what's going on out there. Oh, he's making his way up. I think he got past the squid. So let's do this. So when he comes in, I'm going to focus and I won't be talking. I hear noises. Oh, he got to the squid. Here we go. He did not. He healed up, but it's okay. What's he getting hit by? Oh, I think I have homing soul arrows automatically on me in this fight. Interesting. We got it. You know, I thought I was bleeding. I thought I was gonna die. And then we got the monk's head wrapping. So I guess that didn't take too long. I thought this was gonna be a long video. But I think we're under an hour now. But anyway, so that is that. We're back to go into soul form. That guy was good. He was healing. You know, I don't want to hate on people for healing. I could have healed too, but I kind of, I don't know. I feel like I kind of go no heal on the PvP, but But you know, I'm not going to blame anyone. I mean, it's a challenge for sure. So we are going to showcase our head wrapping in a second. I'm really excited we got that. We've almost oh man. We've almost completed our core loadout. I'm trying to think. We do want to upgrade things. So I want to upgrade the crisp blade. I want to upgrade the falchion. Probably gonna get a different shield situation. There's one that I want to get in particular, which I think we're gonna get in the next video. But other than that, our core loadout is the head wrapping, the crisp blade. Well, maybe the beast talisman, which we could actually get now, but we don't have the faith to use it properly. And we don't really have a need for it yet because we aren't using any miracles, though perhaps in the next video or two, when we get to a good farming spot, I'm gonna pull the trigger on the evacuate miracle, and which is, you know, the way to get back to the Nexus, using MP instead of the Archstone Shard. And at that point, I might also farm to get to enough faith to use the Beast Talisman and then actually go in and get the Beast Talisman. It's a tendency event thing, so I'm kind of jumping around. You know, I maybe wanted to have all the black tendency events be at the end of the game, but no real need to do that. I want the Beast Talisman, so I may make a video, maybe in 2 or 3 videos about that. But for now, so the Silver Cornet, what I liked is that we got maximum MP raise, but with this, we get a boost to magic power. So this actually is going to stack with our, I mean, we look weird, but I mean, you know, I actually think there's a setting where you could take off the head wrap if it's too, visually, while still wearing it, if it's too weird. But this stacks, I think, with the crisp blade and the ring of sharpness when we have it on. So now we're getting OP on OP on OP, right? So you can kind of see where this is going. But for now, this is going to be our, as silly as it seems, this is going to be our loadout. What else? I think we're good on this episode. So it ended up being kind of a PvP episode, which is cool. And I'm gonna keep on the Silver Cornet in my inventory, I think, just in case. It doesn't weigh a lot, and maybe I want that more MP. But for now, I think we're gonna call it, and when we... Actually, you know what? How are we on time? 44... 40, yeah, is that 40? Trying to think if we have enough time for a pure white tendency event. See how long that might take us. If we went, you know, because now we have, maybe I'll make a video, its own video, and just do the tendency event. Because if you could see that Boletarian Palace and Tower of Latria are both pure white tendency. How are we on time? We could just leave this as a pure... Because we have some phantoms to kill. I'm gonna make a different video. I think the next video I'm gonna hop in, do pure tendency events, pure white tendency events in Boletarian Palace and Tower of Latria, and then And then after that, we are going to move on. After that video, we'll move on to the Shrine of Storms, or Shrine of Storms, and just take this world out. But anyway, had to think through that a little bit. But we're going to stop it here. When we come back, we're going to do some pure tendency events, I think. So thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.